Like many people in Qatar, I start my weekend with some movement. But maybe I'm overlooking something. A new playground?
No, it's more like Qatar's next sporting frontier. Qatar's azure waters and sandy sea line were what helped to build the foundations of the nation. But there are new opportunities out there giving tourism a boost. So we're paddling out, surfing the waves and making a splash for water sports and the blue economy. I'm Laila Humaira and this is Qatar in Motion.
Qatar shares one of the shortest land borders in the world with Saudi Arabia, spanning just 87 kilometers. Other than this stretch of land, Qatar is surrounded by the sea, with more than 560 kilometers of coastline. That makes it an ideal destination for all kinds of water activities. There's also Marial Water Park in Kataifan Island, designed to honor the country's oil and gas heritage. Marial has 2 Guinness World Records, one for the tallest water slide in the world at 76.309 meters, and the other for having the most water slides in a single tower. That's 12 slides in total. Elsewhere in the north of Qatar, there's a different kind of playground for water sports fans.
This is Fuwairit, once a sleepy fishing village, now a top global destination for kite surfing. And I'm here at Fuwairit Kite Beach to learn a thing or two about what makes the sport fly so high. Apparently, all you need are 3 things: wind, water, and the right equipment. But I'm about to learn how to kite surf for the first time, so I'm going to have to pluck up some courage too. And I know just the person to give me some pro tips.
Meet Sarah Lord. She's the founder of FKB and known as one of the pioneers for Qatar's kitesurfing community.
I first wanted to start with you and your journey with kitesurfing. Where did this love for kitesurfing start?
So 20 long years ago, my love for kitesurfing actually started here on the same area we are before there was any infrastructure here. A very small group of people, I'm talking 5 people, found out about kite surfing and we started trying it just on the beach across the lagoon. I'm born and bred in the Gulf, so I'm in Qatar since 1984, born to my father John, who was an avid windsurfer. Unfortunately, he passed in 2002, and just before he passed, he'd found out about kite surfing and had said, "Sarah, we need to try that." So a few years later, I met a group of people and here we came to Fuwairit to try kite surfing, and it's just been a passion of mine since then, completely addicted.
So why have you decided to set up a kite surfing school in Qatar and specifically in this location?
Fuwairit specifically has every ingredient, if you like, from a kite surfer's wish list, with the sheltered the lagoon, the constant winds, the wind direction, the sandy seabed. It's just a kite surfer's dreams. It's safe and it's stunning. And I think everybody would agree we do liken it to the Maldives of the Middle East.
What's special about the kite surfing community here in Qatar?
Kite surfing is the fastest growing water sport in the world, which is reflected here also in Qatar. Qatar's a small country and we're a very tight-knit community. We're a very diverse community. I would say 50% of the customers that come to FKB are Qatari national and 50% everybody and anybody you can imagine. It's a real melting pot of all nationalities, and it's a perfect example of how sport can bring everybody together.
The etymology of Fuwairit has been linked to a natural feature of the site, where you can find freshwater springs bubbling in a coastal environment. It's also believed to be one of the birthplaces of Qatar's forefathers. Generations on, the legacy of Fuwairit continues, bringing the country's close relationship with the sea to new horizons.
In the effort to take this sport to Fuwairit, Hilton, as a globally known hospitality leader, I think we partnership with Qatar Tourism and Qatar Airways to bring this sport to Fuwairit Kite Beach, because this is a world-renowned sport. together with a world-renowned hospitality provider, I think we can make these sports a popular sport in Qatar as well as around the world.
One unique feature of the rooms here at FKB Tapestry Collection by Hilton is this: rooms that have ample space for you to store your own water sports equipment, and these doors that lead straight out into the beach.
FKB is equipped with all the kitesurfing equipment you need, just like the ones you see here. If you've never kitesurfed before, there are professional instructors on site to teach and guide you. Today, I'm taking a lesson from head instructor Sebastian Gazo, who will hopefully help me get some airtime safely.
First thing, we're gonna pump the kite. Where the wind is coming from now? Do you realize? Yes, good, from the air. So we're gonna always set up the kite from you downwind. Down, up, yeah?
Okay.
There. You always hold it from the leading edge and close to the middle of the kite. Make sure that all the lines are clear here. This is the leash to the safety ring. Yes, so the safety ring is this metal part.
Okay.
Yes, so you put it here. The first thing that you have to do if you don't feel under control, you feel afraid or whatever, yes, is release the bar. Never, if you feel afraid or you don't know what you're doing, never keep the bar to you.
Okay.
It's better just to release the bar because the kite will have less power. And the kite it will never stay flying. It will just drop into the water.
Sebastian has been teaching people, young and old, from all walks of life, how to kitesurf for nearly 15 years. At first glance, it looks like an intimidating sport. Even as a beginner, you learn to ride the waves on your own. But once you get the hang of it, it's challenging and rewarding.
You have different disciplines in kitesurfing. You have twin tip board, that is kind of like 95% of the people does twin tip. Oil, you have racing, you have surfing on waves. So you can choose which discipline you're gonna do, or you can do a lot of them, like me. Every time I go into the water, I'm learning. You're just having fun, and that's why it's so addictive, because you never get bored about kitesurfing. There's something special about water and the magnitude of the ocean. I grew up in Buenos Aires, that is surrounded by water. I started doing a lot of water sports, 40 feet sailing for racing. Then I was doing kayak. Then, I did a lot of surfing all around Latin America. So I started kitesurfing, and for me it was pretty natural because I was coming from this water background. On my first lesson, I knew that it was completely hooked. What I didn't know is that my life would change completely. I was working in an office doing an 8-hour job Monday to Friday, and when I started as an instructor, I started traveling the world. I started in Argentina, then Brazil, Nicaragua, United States, Spain, Italy, New Zealand, and now Qatar. I went from being in an office to traveling the world, and this is the office. It's an amazing feeling, the freedom that kitesurfing gives you.
And that's why kitesurfing enthusiasts keep coming back to FKB.
And I got into kitesurfing about 4 years ago because I was inspired by my dad, and he used to take me to the beach, and I was always watching him. I hope to enter some international competitions and some more national competitions. We had one in December and I really enjoyed it, so I hope to be more in the future.
I started kiting 1 year ago, and I was looking to do something fun, sporty on the water, and then I found FKB. I think it's amazing, the kite community. People are really connecting through sports. A lot of locals but also expats, so it's a great community. Yeah.
بلشت من 5 سنين تقريبا، وكنت اشوف الشباب واصدقائي يلعبونها، فدخلتها. الحمد لله انا كثير مبسوط لان في محل كنفس هالمحل، يعني كناحيه السيفتي يعني تكون احسن من اسويها يعني خارج المنطقه هذه.
Here in Qatar, kitesurfing has not only been enjoying a nice wave of popularity from the public, FKB has even hosted major international kitesurfing competitions, further solidifying Qatar as a hub for water sports.
With passion and professionalism driving the growth of the kitesurfing community, water sports in Qatar is bound to enjoy the tailwinds for a smooth sailing journey.
I've let the winds take me back to Doha, and it's brought me here to the MENA district. In the 1930s, the old Doha port was at the center of Qatar's trade activities. Today, it has become the only stop for cruise ships to dock, making it a bustling tourist destination and a place for all things nautical.
The relation between sea and people here starts from long time. From that time for the searching for the pearl, and that time it was very difficult. There is no port, nothing. Now, if we compare now than before, every year or every time, the new port open, the new marina service open, because if the facility is here, so the people will try to open a new business for the marine. If the business grow for us, will grow for everybody in the marine area, I mean. So I saw a lot of change in this 5 years, a lot of change. Not only the fishing and water sport, even the what they call the cruise. Before we didn't see the cruise come and go. Now there is, I know from like, even for me, I want to try it.
A new era of Qatar's maritime heritage is unfolding right now. In fact, in a couple of days, this area will be packed with super yachts and crowds of visitors for the highly anticipated second edition of the Qatar Boat Show. And we'll be there to follow all the action. Until then, thanks for watching and see you on the next Qatar in Motion.